Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first week's theme, Consistency with Supplements. We thought this would be the perfect place to begin because it truly is an awesome foundation to be able to build on. Any house that is built on a shaky foundation is always going to be shaky, right? And your supplements are designed to give your body a solid foundation to be able to stand on just by filling in some gaps for the things that we cannot get from our diet and exercise. And let's face it, if the idea of making some health challenges feels a little bit overwhelming to you, supplements are actually a great place to begin because it's a super easy thing. It's going to provide a lot of long-term return for you, and it barely takes any time. Everyone has 5 minutes or less every day to pop a few capsules in their mouth, to drink up their Slim and get it down, right? But just like anything, when we know why it matters for us to do something, we're going to be a whole lot more likely to stick with that something. And so that's why I wanted to take just a few minutes to talk about why is it important that you stay consistent with your supplements. Well, for one, if you want them to do what they're supposed to do and you want to get the most out of your investment, you do truly need to take them every single day. You are going to get so much more benefit by keeping that momentum going in your body and giving your body that everyday support. Second of all, your body does require maintenance. The truth is that we cannot get all of the nutrients that we need from our food alone because of things like soil depletion. And, missing specific raw materials that our body really needs to function can lead to some very significant health challenges. An even bigger deal is that every person's body processes different nutrients and the raw materials that we're taking in differently, and that can also lead to deficiencies. So diseases are actually not genetically inherited, rather they're actually caused by deficiencies in the body's ability to either refine or convert certain raw materials into the correct form that your body can use. And the awesome thing is that this can be corrected by supplementation. This is sometimes even due to a pretty common genetic mutation called the MTHFR, if you've not heard of that before. And that mutation actually diminishes the body's capability to refine and convert those raw materials into what our bodies need to use them correctly. And that is why it is so extremely important that when you're taking supplements that they are bioavailable and that they have methylated ingredients, which if you are taking Plexus supplements, and everyone in this group is, that is the case. And so you have nothing to worry about there, okay? Third, our gut ecosystem, or the ecosystem that lives in our gut microbiome, is also under constant attack. And the environment that we live in and the things that we're ingesting are always affecting our gut for better or for worse. That is why it's so important that we really continue to provide that good seed for our gut garden to really keep replanting and replenishing what is otherwise getting damaged or depleted every day. Fourth, most people also live under a lot of stress, right? And many people use medications, and both of those things can lead to just further depletion and deficiencies in the body. And it can really just wreak havoc, on our ability to really just maintain that internal balance, such as blood sugar balance, for example. We'll talk a little bit more about that during this group. Fifth, the truth is that we just cannot eat or exercise our way to internal body balance. It is impossible. So if you really want to ensure that your body is getting the right raw materials in the right form to do its job to the best of its ability, supplementation is an absolutely vital part of your health routine. And then finally, you are just going to plain feel a whole lot better, and you're going to likely see a lot of different health challenges greatly improve or maybe even disappear altogether when you're giving your body the right tools, okay? So let's talk about how can we set ourselves up for success to stay consistent with anything. And we're going to apply that to our supplements this week. So the author of Atomic Habits, James Clear, says, whenever you want to change your behavior, you can simply ask yourself, how can I make it obvious? How can I make it attractive? How can I make it easy? And how can I make it satisfying? So when it comes to your supplements, you can make it obvious through keeping your supplements visible. This is probably the best tip that I can give you. I really recommend keeping your supplements visible on your countertop in a location that you're going to see regularly each day, or even placing each supplement in the location which you're most likely to be taking them. So for example, I like to keep my sticks of my pink drink in a really cute jar right on my kitchen countertop. It's right next to my X Factor Plus multivitamin. and then also my bio cleanse. And, I see that every single morning when I venture into the kitchen. So it's always on my mind. It's always in front of me so that I'm remembering. My balance is right also on my countertop by my stove top with my other supplements so that I think to take it while I'm cooking dinner. And that way it's in my system before I ate dinner. Other people like to keep their probiotic, their Probio 5, right next to their toothbrush on their bathroom counter because they take it right before they go to bed. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Second, you're going to make it attractive, okay? One fun way to do this with your pink drink is just get yourself a new water bottle. And maybe you've had your eye on one, maybe you've got a favorite color, something like that. It's really amazing how motivating it can be when you drink out of something that you really like the look of or the feel of. Third, make it easy for yourself. Again, keep your supplements really easily accessible. Do not tuck them away in a kitchen cabinet. That's one of the easiest ways to not be consistent. So put a small stock of your pink drink and some of your other capsules, maybe in your purse. You could put it in the glove box of your car, maybe in a desk drawer at work. That way, if you forget one day to take them, you can take them when you do remember. Also, set reminders for yourselves. Another way to make it easy. Days can definitely get hectic, right? And so a little nudge can go a long way. Putting a sticky note on your fridge. You can literally set an alarm on your phone. I have a lot of people who do that find great success with that. Just whatever works for you. And then fourth, you want to make it satisfying, make it satisfying to stick with this habit. So find something else that you enjoy and then kind of tie that together with this new habit that you're trying to form. So for example, before I read my favorite bed and book every night and I kind of climb in, I'm all cozy, I will take my nighttime supplements before that, okay? Celebrate the tiny victories. If you get through your week without skipping your supplements, find a little way to reward yourself. Maybe you just want to pick up a book that you've really been wanting from the library, or pick up your favorite hand lotion that's scented, something that you can celebrate that win for yourself. These small celebrations actually can make a really big difference in staying motivated when you have something to look forward to when you have met a goal. And then last of all, I want you to really remember to be patient with and very kind to yourself if you have an off day. It happens to the best of us. Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep on going. Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? And, neither are lasting habits. So the one thing, I want you to remember is if you slip up, it's okay. All right. The key is just to get back on track as soon as possible without being too hard on yourself. Watch your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? Build yourself up instead of tear yourself down. And then, beware of making excuses, though, that are going to get in the way because what we are not changing, we are choosing, right? So this week, your challenge is to take all of your supplements for this group every day. So that would be the Slim Hunger Control, the Balance, and the Ease capsules. That's your minimum. If you're taking additional supplements, of course, include those in the mix. If you don't take your supplements at, quote, the ideal time, no big deal. Just take it as soon as you remember. You're going to find a tracker below for you to put a check in the box if you remember to take all of those supplements during the day. If you did not for that day, do not put a check in that box. And the idea really is just to give yourself a visual so that you can truly see how you are doing and have record of that. And then we're going to be asking for a picture of your tracker on Friday. And that is going to be your entry into this week's giveaway, which I'm going to reveal at the end of the week. Trust me when I say you're going to want to be in on that. Those people with 5 checks are the ones who are going to have their name entered into the drawing. We are using the honor system here, okay? So you can only put a check in that day's box, again, if you have used all of your supplements on that day. So anyway, keep your eyes open for just some other encouragement and fun that we're going to trickle at you over the course of this week. You have got this, friends. I believe in you. I know that you are going to start feeling better and better each day the more that you use your supplements. And I just cannot wait to hear how this week goes for everybody. So we'll talk to you soon.